chaser for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She 808. 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 Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Hewitt in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
Chased out to his right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That's him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Stroud. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here we go, let's go.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got first and 10 now from the 35. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Why, Tony? Hey, south.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run for it with Barkley. He gets the first and more inside the 15. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. McCarthy throwing right away. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. The back grabs it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Out, is that? Hey, south.
Shotgun now, 1st round. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Working quickly here. Stroud off the play fake. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds him on the slant. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Stroud throwing here on first. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Welcome back, all. Second quarter of Super Bowl 62, just moments away. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the turnover into a lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. And he misses the point after, so this stays the 6-point game. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Pass is caught by Addison. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3. He puts some juice on it deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. This is reeled in by Edwards. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 31. Throwing this back in the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's going to be third and short coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing now, third and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now it's McCarthy. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings bump the lead up to 13 points. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
All right. 11. Hey, uno more.
On third and long, it's Stroud. They connect on the deep shot. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they'll decline this and take the results. First and 10 from the 41. They kick the running back in motion. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Look the hot.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. He's on the move. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one's sweet, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. On the move, headed right. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 19. Escapes the pocket. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has his man. It's Addison. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. The Texans with the football. 2nd and 3 now.
Hey, uno. Oh, right. Like you, Texans.
From the gun, Stroud. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Now they send their back in motion right. And in for the Houston touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The throw is caught. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
McCarthy buys time, rolling right. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. Reichert on for the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! But he won't be able to turn the block into 2 points. They drag him down and put an end to that return.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He's out in the clear. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Caught by his back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings go up by 19. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give left side. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. I'm going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nick Herbig making the play. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
All right. Hey, south. Good.
That's caught in stride by Addison. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. Working quickly here.
11.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Getting out to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That's caught for the 1st. And the Vikings have the football and are going to set up shop at the 15. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40.
3 more yards. That's another Texans first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ow, beside.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Escapes out to the left. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans get it back to a 19-point deficit. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense.
Brought in inside the 20. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now it's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Oh, and pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. He brings it in. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the puck. Oh, he lost the football. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. From the 32. Short pass brought in. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He puts some air under this one, deep right. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2. Receiver in motion, going left. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy taking a shot for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They've got a man in motion. McCarthy trying again on second down. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Connects with Hubbard. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Smith able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Stroud. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Back now, pressure on its way. It is cut left side. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Searches from the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun now for Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Houston. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Vikings bring in the onside kick. That should just about do it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And the Kings of the North are now Kings of the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings are Super Bowl champions. To the podium, Commissioner Roger Goodell to award that Lombardi Trophy to the Minnesota Vikings, Super Bowl 62 champions. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.